Hello everyone, it's Major Park. Thank you guys for coming back to my video. I appreciate you guys liking my video. And just want to remind you that you always feel free to go back to this comment section, and then you can see other people's comments and feedback. So it's very good. It's helpful for you guys and helpful for me as well. So thank you for all the viewers out there who's leaving comments, answering questions instead of myself. Thank you guys. I truly appreciate it. If you have any questions that's very a broad question, or maybe it might be helpful for others, if you think your questions are like that, just feel free to share with other people as well. So I think that's going to help not only you but other people as well. For today's topic, I'm going to go into how to become an Air Force pilot. Number one requirement, you got to be a U.S. citizen. Okay, you have to become a U.S. citizen. There's no exception. What if I have a green card? I'm in the artist department. As long as you become a citizen before you get commissioned, maybe we'll work it out with you, right? So that's going to be a case by case. First advice I'm going to give you is always reach out to your Air Force recruiting office. And if you happen to go for ROTC and you're in university, ask your artist department. They will have the more accurate and more detailed information to help you. They take you to the right track. I'm not the expertise when it comes to the Air Force recruiting process, so you should definitely reach out to them. Okay. At the end of today's video, I'll leave a link where you can apply to become a pilot as well. So you can just go to the Air Force web portal, the website, and you can just fill out those applications. 2, meet the physical requirements. 1.5 mile run is 11 minutes and 57 seconds. 2 sit-ups in 1 minute, and then for push-up 18 for age 29 and under, and then 14 for age 39, between 30 and 39. Okay, and the abdominal circumference is 35 inches or less. For females, 1.5 is 14 minutes for 26 seconds, 38 for 29 and under, and then age between 39 and 39 is 29 sit-ups. Okay, abdominal circumference is 31.5 inches or less. Compared with the Army physical requirement, current one, APFT, Army is 2 minutes, right? But whereas Air Force is 1 minute sit-up and 1 minute push-up and 1.5 mile run, as you can see. So going back to that, right? Education. Qualifies Air Force pilot, you need at least bachelor degree. For Air Force prefers degree in the science. It's a prefer, not a requirement. Okay. Today we're talking about pilot. In order to be a pilot, they want you to be a STEM degree. Computer science, chemistry. To be competitive, you'll need to have high grade point average, generally 3.4 or above. Candidates with civilian flight training, such as private pilot's license, which you probably went to foreign country license, tend to have an edge with the selection board. So some audience asked me, hey, I'm from this foreign country, I already went through the pilot training program. That does not mean that the Air Force, United States Air Force, will just give you a license, certifications, and here we go, you're United States Air Force pilot. It's not going to happen. Okay, so you still have to fulfill requirement in the U.S. Air Force. You must also be between age and 28. So that's another age limit that you got to look into, right? Between age and 28. So that's age range. Okay, aspiring pilots must appear before military board commission officer turning 29. Okay, so that's age limit right there. Now that doesn't mean that you are totally be excluded. There's always an exception. Age waivers are possible in some cases up to 35. So again, there's always an exception. Air Force pilot, so you got to become an officer. Right? There's 3 ways that you can do. Right, one is Air Force Academy. You can go to the Colorado Springs. The second option is a ROTC department, right? Air Force ROTC department. So you can go through this university while you go through the ROTC program, and then you complete this ROTC program, and then you finish your degree, then you become an officer, right? And then the third one is OTS. So unlike the Army is called OCS, Air Force has called OTS. Similar concept, but of course is different training. At the United States Air Force Academy are rigorous academic program branches: science, technology, engineering, mathematics, with arts and humanities. So you can see they're mainly focused on the STEM degree. Becoming a Air Force pilot here, right, is because they're challenging and rewarding, right? Academic program continues to garner national recognition. Offer 31 majors and 4 minors. And these are the OTS. That's another option to become a United States Force officer. Total 4 phases. If you join the Air Force with college degree already in hand, or you begin your career with Officer Training School. This rigorous 9.5-week program is organized into 4 phases designed to challenge you both mentally and physically. Throughout the course of the program, you develop skills and confidence you need to lead the men and women of the United States Air Force as a second lieutenant. So that's another program, OTS. And of course, there is our ROTC department. We offer more than 1,100 colleges and universities across the country. Air Force ROTC develops the leaders of tomorrow by preparing students to become officers in the U.S. Air Force while earning a college degree. In Air Force ROTC, you will not only build lifelong friendship, but you may also have the opportunity to pay the school through our scholarship program. Most importantly, unlike many other college students, you will have a rewarding career waiting for after graduation. Obviously, you're going to see your friends, after college. They're seeking for jobs, they're looking for jobs and all that. But as yourself in the ROTC program, while you're attending just public universities, wherever school you go, you already have a job lined up. The moment that you get commissioned, you're going to be in charge of the large groups. After graduation, you already have everything set up and lined up, right? So which is a good thing. Those are the three paths that you can earn the commission as a second lieutenant. Okay, so I mentioned about WES. So World Education is a leading credential evaluation service in North America. We have provided 3 million customers around the globe best-in-class credential evaluation that are accepted. 2,500 Canadian U.S. employees, academic institution regular. They're gonna look at your transcript in the United States school. So they're gonna look by line, class by class, and give you credit. And then whatever the equivalency of the United States college and universities, they'll give you credit. Aptitude testing. So you need to earn score at least 25 on the pilot portion, combined score of 50, and then pilot navigator portion of AFQT. Okay, what is this course? Let me click this one. Let me just show you briefly. It's called Air Force Officer Qualifying Test. For some of you who took ACT, SAT, it can be considered as your entrance exam into the Air Force officer professions. Learning how to take tests, apply knowledge tests is going to be helpful in qualifying within Air Force ranks as well as receiving scholarships for college. Self-discipline inventory. This is not graded, but still 40 minutes, there's gonna be 220 questions. Verbal knowledges, reading comprehension, situational judgment tests, arithmetic reasoning, math knowledge, aviation information, instrument and comprehension, table reading, block counting, word knowledge, general science. Physical condition, you will be subject to battery physical, psychological background tests, including flying class 1 physical. Aspiring pilots must at least 5 feet 4 inches tall, but no more than 6'5" inches tall. They cannot be overweight, and their seated weight must be between 34 and 40 inches. Vision can be worse than 20/40 in either eye near vision, and 200 for distant vision must be corrected 20/20. If you are colorblind, have poor depth perception, or have had a laser eye surgery, you will be disqualified. Other disqualifications include history of hay fevers, asthma, or allergies after age of 12. Flight school. If you're among the selected few, you undergo training 2 stages at the Air Education Training Command base at Randolph Air Force Base in San Antonio. This includes introductory flight training. The program consists of 24 hours of hands-on flying for ROTC and officer training school graduates who don't already have a civilian pilot license. If you don't have any given by the federal state government, you have to go through this school, right, which is a flight training. Civilian flight instructors teach introductory course using a small single-engine propeller-driven plane. You must fly solo at least once before you reach 17-hour required flying time. You also receive 25 hours of classroom instruction flight techniques. Specialized undergraduate pilot training this year long consists of a 10 to 12-hour days of classroom instructions, simulator training, and flying. You will learn the basic flight skills common to all military pilots at one of 3 sites. Columbus Air Force Base in Mississippi, another one Laughlin Air Force Base in Texas, Vance Air Force Base in Oklahoma. Next, you follow one of our 4 advanced training tracks based on the class standing. Learn how to fly a specific type of aircraft such as T-1 Jayhawk or the T-38 Talon. And I'm not the expertise, but one thing I know that your initial introductory training, obviously everyone had to go through this classroom environment training. With the T6, Tango 6, you'll go through training. That's something that everyone go through, the initial training. And after that, you branch off to either T1 or the T-38 here, or you can go off to the fighter jet like F-22. I'm just giving you an example, right? So you can branch off after the initial training. Today's conclusion: when you go for OTS or Air Force Academy, or you go through ROTC program, whatever path you're taking, just enjoy those journey. Don't just think about how can I become pilot right away. How can I become a successful pilot, right? Don't just feel that pressure and you just want to get it done, right? Just enjoy every moment. Just enjoy those journey. The last thing is I'm gonna leave a link here too, but you can just put your name and middle name, last name, whatever. The moment you leave all the information, they will reach out to you. Don't be afraid to reach out to those recruiting offices, and they'll help you, and they'll make sure that they put you on the right track. Okay. Hopefully this video was helpful. Thank you guys for liking my video. Thank you guys for thumbs up, and I appreciate it. It really helps me a lot. And then always leave your comments to help others as well. So I truly appreciate it. It was a major part